Allah baraka, thank you so much. Momo be juberola. Be kontrol na baki to kendola. Ane kontrol seno. Binak. Nara Facebook Live. This time on football. Gambia mumbela bank quality. Membe keri na katadam fokono jang. Yiri wala karola alhamdulillah. But the amola karola siat me alonka amomon lava hanifen. Ne ade kome nga safe nyame. Misconception o membe keri, misinformation o men kadi, they are misleading. Ko Gambia mumbel tate. Mbela banko leg. It is everybody's concern. I'm talking because I'm a stakeholder. Football or moment long, not life being football. I cannot stay silent when our football is on the upward spiral. It is going up. Some people, for their personal interests, we don't need that because what? This old fights mele along ka ketale sanji tanding nani koma sanji tanding lulu koma ni ko be on natila straight na football ko na be kala ko jumi along ka be mol tadden dilan tol dundata work word ndabe jangam supporting Kaba and the whole team Kaba is for me, it's my team adun tema ke place kamma ma ke pour nga place so to because mo be alon tema federation ko no place te mburuje mo be alon ne ko nte ne man tama a federation o toyala but même mutonyati just no for nyo ni banko la football is on a upward trend sangi talul ni fembe men kumbo kambo ka qualify bokana African Cup sa entara woto lafta mun la kotenki lafta mun la kotenki ntol na football ko bari bi lafta kamen discourse wolem team Sadibu Kamasoti Jumalem Sadibu Kamasoti aduna tay mum place falle manana football ko no min sanji tambina la mel tambita bi wole ka be kala president Gambia Football Federation bi nanda ko wole discourse anin ku nan step by step misconception obe dalen dame kodiku what Gambia Football Federation nyanda ni nekela e market Gambia Football Federation e kodol domo imadomo Gambia Football Federation la responsibility stakeholders all la responsibility aning football obe tembo mento nyim banko ka nkana nyo nene menka fo mole banda aning membe kiri nga man soto e man ke kilit nse kuma kilim fale mol mel fawol be banda imalon Sadibu Kamaso mu melti me alon ko nsafo ka be committee woreroto Gambia Football Federation mo killing committee war can be resigned committee follow nenga beod the emergency escom me along go 5-man think tank team lem mo lulle be auto emergency esco wolen kusi hawdi nyawnya asidete nyawnya president ni o mo nanol men kasi ko kuto men mo Gambia football la kodi Sadibu Kamaso be team woko atele la secretary to that team when an emergency escort and Ajube Sadibu is not an elected executive officer ya co-ople during the last congress among the elected members like other people coming through these positions no co-opted member but he is the secretary to the emergency escort 5-man think tank team of the Gambia Football Federation. Secondly, he is a co-opted member in the National Executive abe exco kono kubuka discuss je membuka kanyala. Sabanyo, actually chairman of the procurement committee, Gambia Football Federation. Any sandiro men warata, any businessman warata, Gambia Football Federation. Janibe kukale Sadibu nala timu la kasi ya disa mune nyantaka kela mune nyantaka sana kontrako nyantaka di juman lela fil juman la kontrako nyantaka di juman la tolle matawa Okola Sadibu Kilingo, I tell him vice chairman of the finance committee, Gambia Football Federation. Afana technical working group wole me alonko, filol be dame, ila nying tofol nyanda kake dame, wo committee le kamara le katla ko jubela abe o timo fana kono. Wokola Sadibu is nominated by the GFF to be in the National Coordinating Committee of AFCON 2023. Hani ni majol membe ka kedula to mansa kunda bulobe dawda, he is among the coordinating committee. And the coordinating committee kon atebe maraling logistics le and ticketing. Ito lebe maraling what? Timo la tanya, ila nanya, ila dum coaches wol ni bosol kono, ila dum dulalto, ito lebe maraling wala. Sa wonta ni momen men yung committee si fal kono ya mana ni GFF nota ni mari man nova ni GFF nota ni mari man no ni membe ni committee kumal be kon o man no bari bi o lakasi kumol be fola bari la franga ñoo faham janne nte ñoo ne no la ñaaje ke ba fula be sile be ñoo min la ji kando la billahi ni tel kunte ba kono alon ko sukurol bi je ni wonte ite halle ye ñon ke ba kumande yasindi ka fa nanga ji kando min don sukuti je fenti je kafeti je ndanko ji kande mi ngo diya kamba wota keno ntol we janne Gambia football kono wati tambi tan tol kam wol mobilisation se mol kontino ni filo to men kana Gambia football jubi because iko ni football team o fail tale ye bo atole wala na victory is sweet, progress is nice. When there is progress, everybody will claim ownership. Sayangajele stakeholders theater, Sayangajele people, they love Gambian football. Ahmed Jiba, you can remember those days. Nimbita Estado, how many people you can count, especially after the defeat of Congo, Cameroon, and Algeria, back to back. Everybody virtually quit. We organized a group to make sure that Ntoleka Mol Nene, make sure that Gambia football major Jube Stadium. For ala nata mol so kula mbemenji ni kan sanji tan lulu anim fe welen qualify na tata African Cup of Nations. For our maiden appearance tata for quarter final. Ku jamal tambita yang Gambia football ko. Wati so na yang Gambia Football Federation. Tiketo lu tanin na ni international player melko e kasadi bu back. Ito yalla nente mem foka. Wato men ito kana football maybe la return ticket sold is $400, $500 or euros. But at times the federation will struggle to pay that back. But BTRO, one player round trip ticket to come for this international game can cost the federation 5,000 euros or more or dollars. And we are bakery fund in full. Football. $6 million. A Seattle, car masala Gambia la stand about in the football world, momoka football jube, yala ne $6 million. Sadio Mane la annual income, wages of £185,000 a week. Wole si hata what? After tax even, ala bonus olte okon. The man from Bambale in Senegal next door, ala £185,000 by 52 weeks. Is way more than $6 million. Way more than $6 million. Was $6 million FIFA subvention on Menkana, Gambia? Abukana in bulk at once. Akana in installments. I don't FIFA la kodo and safa la leo understand. Well, phone leke phone la kodo kisi. Ya protect, ya audit. Ya jeko adunta dama etol satisfy le then nibe do release la ne purity do ko ke wala so mo len taka wol to understand ñul bete Gambia Football Federation kata undergo 3 scrutinies in a year ibitela external auditorial belbe banko ka wole audit football stakeholders all kay audit no through the AGM because the AGM 14 days minimum every football club or an affiliate body or an allied association you will be supplied with the financial report and the activity report of the Football Federation. You peruse through it, you bring up your observations. Yena diama kwal. Wo AGM will break akele they are passed, the financial statements are passed to be very correct by the stakeholders. No, but the FIFA ka external auditor killer from FIFA unannounced. to come and check the books of the Gambia Football Federation. How many times and every year? And Sadibu knows well about that. They've never been found wanting, especially when it comes to that. They are always commended for having one of the finest and the most experienced financial directors in the sub-Saharan region of Africa here, with the good job and the team that they know what they are doing. When you come to vouching, well, vouchers are because GFF is second to none in the sub-region. Now, that is a plus. But there was a time the Gambia Football Federation has no such records or even books of account. People will be signing checks helter and skelter anywhere. Jawda mbebe jande ni banko kanga lonne. Wonto alinga progress bula eta team Kaba is going. Mole venda talbondi sondo mol kono nini moy problem so dal mantano malla kunkilim quality alkana nati mola football ndaka ni team o jele ko ha serious to ha even the national team players. Imagine to let team players will be play against Congo. These people are having their clandestine meeting about football. Very dull family. Imagine, yeta morolia. Put na football team who can win because you have a problem with Kaba. Are you fair to Lakabaro? Are you fair to Ablai Jalo? Are you fair to the other players who are trying their bit to make sure that Gambia is on the world footballing map? Ajata dolia wala lafang kata moria. Lumena to lim Congo people will be football politics ko kabeting. Just will dolka duala alama Gambia kana win. Wo betol nafala modela. O boys all each game ni apply ka match bonus is in excess of $1,500 or $2,000. In excess of $2,000, $1,500 US every game. Imagine if a GFF talk we ala watu wadi. I will tell you this. Famara left to join you people, and I will join you later. I will join you, Famara, later Famara Silla. I will join all of you to this thing because certain things have to be clear. Fans Club Fele Kata Cameroon, courtesy of GFF. Kata Senegal, courtesy of GFF. Left and well to understand. From the inception of the qualifiers, even player local player, you are invited once. They enjoyed something each of the players used during the qualifier, minimum they part away is $500,000. They are given 10,000 euros, $10,000, 7,500 euros respectively. Others enjoy all this. They got their 10,000 euros, they got their $10,000, and they got their 7,500 euros, and they are still earning their mile bonuses if they win. Courtesy of the Gambia Football Federation. Even the people who were called once and they sat on the bench without even kicking the ball, but they got that share of the cake. Yes, they've got the share of the cake. Now what do we want? Playing outside in Senegal. That is another thing they always say. People should understand the core values and the functions of a football federation is to organize, coordinate footballing activities within the country. The stadium and the infrastructure is the responsibility of the central government. Can somebody come out here and tell me which developed country, including England, Germany, Italy, that the football federations on in the national stadiums that the national teams play at? No. At times they play at club stadiums, fine, that are owned by clubs, but the national stadia in those countries are owned by the government. Wembley, for example, and the Olympic Stadium in London are owned by the British government, not the British FA, my friend. That is the truth. Gambia government owns the stadium. The football federation, even if they are playing there, they rent it. It's not giving on gratis. League matches played there, they are paid. Football club sold many kata away. Football club, maybe that play la soma or basori. Still now that transfer refund is paid by the football federation. True or false? It's true. Nobody can deny that. Now what do we want in Gambian football? Some people calling for clarity. We are running zones. Serakunda East, Serakunda West, and they can't even manage it well. They can't manage it well now. They want to manage our football. How? And there are certain things I will discuss later in subsequent programs. But what do we want? this pull him down syndrome. If you have a fight with somebody, bro, bring it forth. That is your fight with the guy. But Gambian football is on its best part since inception. And I quote, if you have anything to deny, just come forth. We had the best coaches. We had the best players before. They don't bring us results. What is the essence of fancy football, fine football, Arsenal type of football without trophies or without going to competitions or tournaments? You're complaining about Tom Samfade, his tactics and the way he plays got out to African Cup of Nations quarterfinal. What do we want? Bigger countries like Italy have not qualified for the Qatar 2022 World Cup with the best technicians in the world and the best footballers in the world. What do you have to say about that? Nko ali mol tu ali dia mo bra nim ko ko nte ade fendo le fon be munu ndije men ta kata dam fo fon kulle be nyum kono men ta kata dam fo ni wo fana wato sitam ba fola la senea mol be ba kalama because nyim banko mol batatale itati ta modo tita mun be kiri nyim banko ka. What is the problem? Footballers, they are enjoying what they've never enjoyed before. What? More laughter bunela. Leave them alone. Yela do ko continue. Yela do ko labang. Atol men ka ofale mune ke Allah tundol faule albe damel to. Some of you people melka making noise. You came into football 2013, 2014 here. Ntol nyala lenjang. You manke egere quote. Amanke hunting quote. You manke jara soma quote o tundi killing o serakunda obanju nimu Gambia be quality. Nime yela kabudu soto. We hold the head of the snake and pull it down. And pull it out from hiding. Now the could also you take that on board with Kaba. But when it comes to football administration, no, he is the most consistent and the best president we had ever. Because football is about achievements and accolades and what you did for the country. Allah for you, Jumala Fenke and Gambia Mentambita Kaba Menge. Let just tell me. I told Menko for Hane Satol Dialal, Satol feeling. What? Coach la role moto interfere no. At the moment you appoint somebody as coach, that is his leverage to choose the team he wants. Not all the best players have been chosen in any other country, including England. Some of the players in their best of forms, Angale Buke Gare Saudi Buke Sale. For Kamuneke. But I told Diamo, Kaba this Kaba that. Is playing in Senegal the fault of Kaba? Fali Alnadu Football Federation on la. This red flag has been there for so long. National stadium belongs to the state. National teams belong to the state. People have to understand that. Now I'm understanding Fernandez Tabakel. Ali Hekatugana 1 minute. Sorry. I just went to collect my towel because Navik is virtually not around here. It's so hot. Bekeri, national team belongs to the state. GFF, what I can tell you of now, is the only federation in the world who is hiring the national team coach and paying him monthly wages. All categories of the national team coaches are paid by the Gambia Football Federation. What do you want from them? The local football fee. When I was the Secretary General of Serakunda, we signed that MOU with them. They are developing those pitches, but it can't be developed outright like that. They're waiting for funding from FIFA. FIFA projects doesn't operate like that. Nikodo Nata at one phase, you spend it when they see the outcome, they pump in the other half. That's how it is done. FIFA will always protect their money. Don't worry about that. FIFA's money move embezulia party ke. Falvalo muneka ke FIFA kodo ba. FIFA kodo kana moya bere. Men can only invest me proofs that they will send in their engineers and their consultants. If they are satisfied, they release the other half. Now, what do you want from the Gambia Football Federation? Tell us. If you want change, you change for the better, but you cannot change something that you are part of. How many years Sadibu is part of this ESCO for more than 4 years? And during his tenure, there are many scandals there. He's not talking about those scandals, but only things that are against Kaba. If they have something against Kaba, let them tell us. That is not football. It is personal. If you have a personal vendetta, take that fight out of our football. How can you leave Kaba alone, leave this Bakari James alone, leave this Lamin Justice alone, leave them alone to do their job, my friend? Akanyan tali. Ala dunni hadama diwe yedang. Ete ko nyata ojele ete ka tubatari ete ka tulukoma ndo go dalil tal bulu. Al kanyi mel befo funding cool kodiko my friend and more than that he lives just Senegal next door here in Senegal. He's from Bambad. He receives more than that. If the entire Gambian nation is banking, then the Gambia Football Federation are really trying. Putting up all this fight. You don't know that they are paying the national team coach. You don't know that they have paid a lot of money to this place. They are paying staff, providing mobility for even league clubs playing matches away from their home. Like when you are going to Soma or Basori, they get transferred from all football clubs. They get support. Now the agenda this team is talking about is what these people are doing. And they're in an advanced stage. Now, what do you want? Round square pegs or square pegs in round holes. That is what we want in this country. My friend, football is administered by the federation. Infrastructure. National team belongs to the country and the government of the country. That is what happens elsewhere, everywhere, all over the world. The national team of England belongs to the English government. The Senegalese national team belongs to the Senegalese government. Their stadium and their stadium belongs to the government, not otherwise. Tell me, which national stadium is built by any federation in this world, including the English FA and the richest FAs in the world? We're talking about results. Tom is getting us results. Win or lose, results are always in favor of the Gambia because we've qualified for the first time to a major tournament. African, as debutant, we made it to the quarterfinal. It is one of the finest stories in African football. It is unprecedented. Only few countries can boast of a track record like that, qualifying for the first time, going up to that level. What do you want anyway from us again? Hey, no, we will not allow people to drag us down. You will leave them alone either way. Contractol men ka terminate busumbal anen gunjo ne contractol di wala sadim nu na timol men ka sika o contractol di mola are they giving those contracts to the people who are worthy of giving the contracts? When you complain about the substandard of the turf that is supplied at Banjul, the contract is given to somebody who is very close to Sadibu. Let him clarify that when there are other competent people. But if you complain about that, he will come today solely and say, they pulled my hand and they made me to give it to that other guy. But today, posterity is judging everybody. Gunjur Busumbala, men la contract will terminate. After the consultant, men na doko mati, kabra kisi ajeko, the contractor, may a contractor there, he doesn't have the capacity to deliver. When he was paid the first installment, I have government I ground mobilization I certain structure put in place so that anybody who comes will move and forge ahead. Wala name asamba court nani see. It has samba court. And then menke from ground mobilization to that level of the contract he has fulfilled. Why should you take him to court when you've not paid him extra again? The amount you've given him, he has done that for you and he has stopped. And you terminate and give it to somebody who can continue. That is ethically very prudent. DFF did a wonderful job there. I'm commending you and everybody connected to that project. FIFA are against corruption. FIFA, the way of appraisal of projects, is controlled by FIFA, not anybody else. If you want to take control of these things, you put your money where your mouth is. That is it. Ndol be play kay nyanko na nyi major kumbara kongo atol be pitu wala alkalo politique miti won ajata dole pour eta mo role fond ya pour Gambia kana ko va Gambia kana wit o manke banku di njawote o le banku di njawole be ke Francis si kabadis Bakari this, Bakari that, Ibu fight this, Ibu fight that. They did what you don't done in football, Sadim, and your team, the entirety. These people you're talking about, Willie Abraham there, Bakari there, Kaba there, as early as in the 80s, they were in football. They spent 35 years of their life, their earnings, their wealth in football. They own football clubs. Yes. Ibu Fai, yes. All of them, yes. And what do you want again from them? They own football club. Their life is football. They spend in football. They manage in football. They managing it to the best of their abilities. The best Gambia have seen for the last 50 or 60 years. If anybody wants to go against that, or you have anything to say against that, bring it on. Invite me to any platform, anywhere, anytime, and I will defend this thesis and this theory. And you can defend yours. Because football and life is about progress. Gambian football is progressing. You want to be also so like that? You got man proper field sort of African Cup. You have an internally proper field sort of World Cup science. When the Football Federation got together, Baraka, Ninga proper pitch sort of them. Playing abroad, you tell that to somebody else, not the Football Federation. That is not part of their mandate. Ila do what? Ila do what? Sign Mbemenkela Walen Kamol Dundi Mary Alonko if analla sebe jele football auto Mary Alonko if anali la bit kele Menketa Gambia National Scorpion Fan Squad. I'm trying to bring them on. Gambia National Scorpion Fans Club. Mbela sign. Let them shed light on these issues because Sadibu ko nafata wol finally o moele a kol mem fananketa kenam run wol finally kuma lestre be mem fala Sadibu la ko to woto ambadi Sadibu e kawo tambari wo tonomenola is the National Coordinating Committee wolle phone yini wolle ticketing ke wolle booking ke wolle play ferry wolle fansol ferry all over Purkata Cameroon yet still ni isul men sotaje federation to ka fa be folaje so wala nabi laftaka wol nate please Melbourne call can don't call me, I'm live, and when you call me you tend to interrupt the video, you know. When you call you tend to interrupt the video. Alikana call ke I'm bringing on Farmer Rasila. Farmer Rasila, can you send a request so that you can join? You can send me a request and I will add you. Mohamed El Sanyang, Mari, if you are watching live, you can just send a request and I will accept. And then you'll be part of this show. And if anybody is watching, you have a question or you have a doubt or you want to be part of this forum or this deliberation, you can just send in your request right now and I will get you in. But basically, me fatala nyole ma you know, hasidia watani banko kanyo jawyani nyo no mo dalil tala akakumol for misinformation, misleading information. Misleading information like a formule, mol bukalo membe keri, kari lebete, ni corruption of the GFF. The chairman of the procurement committee, when Yantakalon Newa Musadi Buleti, he is the vice chairman of the finance committee for all these past years. Sadibu Yantakalon, any corruption of the So Manana will be water be at a bit daily and no corruption of Nafa sign. wonder is only the Gambian the syndrome of Palazzo syndrome, right? What be carry? Because you want what else? Can somebody tell me what else? More killing or committee war. It have a complaint. More do the committee killing, it have a committee war. The Escola Emergency Executive Committee, tell them the secretary more lulem. Kusi kandi nyonya, siyote kala sadi bumantaro. President onya si kandi nyonya ate ku kala sadi butile. Ate mu Esco member, chairman of the procurement committee, fellow on JFF yasak. Sadi la mo chairman. Finance committee la vice chairman. Sign. I left the technical working group, we have a TWJ. You are a member of that committee. Deny them. On them I was so say yes. You can table your toromondo, you can declare cola, a mantrantono, but what on Ningafo, Sulata information on Mensotala, Ntasole information on Abondi. Don't find information, but what I can do, Ningate, don't be across the border at a mere. Not some people cross. Nimbe munyabolti, Gambela kube nyabolto, with all the shortcomings, with all, there is no perfect executive in the world. There is no perfect government. There is no perfect institution. But there are some, they are near to perfect. Some near not B or C, they are A+. And GFF is ranked among the A+ in this sub-Saharan countries. It's not only the Gambian national team that is playing. Unfortunately, it is not an excuse or Nyandaka play away. But Gambia is not the only country playing away. Benin here and other countries are also playing away because of the conditions of their pitch. So the onus lie on the government to make sure that these things are things of the past. But the federation are also not even no Gambia Football Federation in Mambet. Niye down the coming to let a responsibility. But saying what they're coming up, they even want to have a stadium. But what I can know is a gradual process. Ila do kutemendi mwana do kutemendi nika ke be batulele na afo ya bekela nyame ayeko nyama. Mr. Silla and Mr. Sanyang, if you are watching, can you send me a request so that I can add you? Yes. I have some connectivity problem here. Some people want to join. I want to add my friend, long-time colleague, Lamin Fati. I want you to join me on this program. A very fantastic one for that matter. It's a Gambian program. It's a football program. And you are part of the family too. Hey Roberto Ayala. Boy nañ waxante diga affaire bi légui fu mu nekk ni mu ngi bëgg a uppal loxo lu ñoo laajte fii dafa yomba Gambian Football Federation kenn waxul ne they are 100% or perfect but lu ñoo try boys yi lu ñoo am si football tay yow play nga bi nga play koto yi su ñoo ñëw fii $400-500 lañ dee fay ticket su ñëwee balaa ñoo mun a dellu am seen xaalis loolu yabala dee nekka so fu mu nekk nii booy yi ñee am lu ñu war a am nañ bàyyi booy progress man dama gis na ñii bugguñ Gambia dem sax go xeex bi after at the end of the day ñan la moo sonal mooy athlètes te athlètes yi moo sonal noonu ñooñu dañ bugg a am dara pour seen jaboot si seen area xool leen seen dóor bi Koli Ibrahima Koli is doing fine mu ngi am loolu koñ bi booy yu bëri xoolal loolu booy ayal waaye léegi fan la ñoo dem ku bugg a jóg rek am na ñuy jóg benn 5 term la booy di final term bàyyi leen gars yi ñu jeexal seen liggéey ku bugg a ñëw nga ñëw football dafa am langue bu mu dee laaka loo xam ne ñëpp dañ ko war a understand yow tey léegi doo mun a jóg rek nga ne football fédération bi dañ bon nii ak naa understand nga ne football fédération bi dafa bon baaxuñ nii ak na te seekane football bi mu ngee progress yow soo amee problème ak Kaba ak keneen Bax ak keneen at your level solve ko waaye lu ñoo defal réew mi lu ñoo defal askan wi loolu is on the right track ndaw yi ñoo nekk fii doo xam ne ñu ngee progress soo xoolee national team bi team manager is one of the youngest in the world waa Bakaw la ñëpp xam nañ ne coo dafa soona si football depuis bu mu nekkee xale lu moo am yëpp si football la ko def ba léegi mu ngi invest si football life am lool ñoom Mbacke ak ñeneen ñoom Ibou Faye yu cannot doubt them ne def football passes léegi nga bëgg a jox football ñoo xam ne ñooñu amuñ nawetaan team comme man because nu mu bon ñaaw am na nawetaan team am na third division team understand la yow ban team nga am yow fan nga musa spend sa xaalis lu ëpp taw si football waaye waxtu wax su jotee rek ngeen jóg li ngeen a wax amu fenn yéen musula naa fayal ndoo ticket sax pour mu dem seetaani football musula naa jëndal player boot wax bi dafa bëri ñun xam nañ luy xew si dëkk bi kill them before they grow pull them down syndrome you are not going other people loolu go loolu mooy xaasi diyaa si soose yow doo dem keneen du doom loolu mooy lan nam man ñu bàyyi nekk soo ko bañee you bring of constructive criticism kenn bañul loolu xam nga dafa am réew ak institution nu moo doxee Gambia Football Federation dafa am sarta yu moo doxee xaalis yi Gambia Football Federation kenn mënu ko pasar FIFA fu ñoo spend seen xaalis bro da ngeen war a understand ne FIFA mooy protect loolu du yéen kese génna leen si xaalis yi FIFA ñooñu dañoo toppa seen xaalis ba si last minute CAF the same thing Gambia football ñoo xam ne stakeholder la ñu ngi am team dañoo toppa seen football to the last minute kenn waxul la ne there are no problem within any organization in this world waaye loo xam ne mooy njëriñ ñi ñëpp mooy ne Gambian football ñu bàyyi ko mu eega fii leen dee def ñun tamit dañ bugg a gis Kaba mu doon CAF président dañ bugg a gis Bakar Jammeh mu nekk FIFA status committee dañ bugg a gis keneen ak keneen FIFA ethics committee loolu du mun a am xoolal next door fii Sénégal Fatoumata Samoura is the secretary general of FIFA Augustine Senghor is first vice president of CAF lu tax mu ne ñu ngi koo jàppale ñu ngi koo puus waaye fii ku bugg a eega ba foofu noonu rek dañ laa pull down amuñ benn reason dañu ko def mooy ne ñoo xam ne dañoo dem toog si seen pour Gambia bu mu qualify ñun ñu ngi play suñu maa bu gën a important ak Congo pour am 6 points ne ñu ngi am meeting pour bugg a jël football house bi naka nga koo jëlee ak sa sëriñ yooyu ñen ngay sëriñantu mooy play yooyu dañ am i askan dañ am njaboot dañ am i groupe dañ am i team xoolal maa ngi romba Sénégal player majority of these players spend nañ more than 200-300,000 pour ferry seen supporters yi seen families ak seen xarit yi ñu mën a dem seetaani match léegi ñooñu suñ amutoon loolu fan lañ doon jëm ñooñu suñ amutoon loolu fan lañ doon dem waaye nga ne non yow da nga bañ Kaba da nga am bañ Bax waaye ñooñu dañ try génne fii ñaata professional players ok Mari hello Mari.
Hello.
Are you getting me? Yamade Gayani on live. How many other players like Figene? Ak Willie Abraham Ningawan, a symbolic EMC chairman. He's a fantastic guy. I witnessed Bohamne of Agene Harris and Bidimil. Michael Fan Bohamne. Dafa ñëw Sénégal war a seetaan match am na lum soxla man maa ko fekkee I can witness that Willie Abraham génne 10,000 nearly $1,000 jox ko kooku dee boobu noonu $1,000 boobu kooku lum ko njëriñ ëpp na 10,000 bi nga amee Gambie fii because moom time boobu ameewu dara si poosam ñooñu wàlloo naa nga mun a wax symbolique Real de Banjul ñaata player lañ fi génnee yóbbu leen si biti because of good administration Steve Biko Hawks FC ñooñu team yoo xam ne lañ Gache Galam. If you look at Hawks SC, send ñaata players ñu nekk ci national team. Laka Baro bi nga gis one of the most influential Hawks la jóge. Ñooñu seen progress kenn mënu ko retard kenn waru see dugga sax si projet boobu noonu nga ne da ngaa delay xale yooyu noonu. Because Tang Dong, Mr. Gomez, George, ñooñu they did a lot. George pour Gambian football ega fu mu war a ega time bi nii. Pour kenn ñëw rek bugga ko suuxal gaal bi du fi suux du fi mun a amee ci bokkut safin doo ma yëkkal du ma la yëkkal team Kaba moom la team Kaba is an inclusive team amul segregation amul njaago bi amul pol bi amul coose bi amul wolof ñëpp a si ne waa Banjul waa Kanifing waa Bansang waa Soma waa Makati waa NBR nekkul ne comité boo xam ne dañoo wane dañoo xeex diw o dañoo toppa diw because affaire bi nu moo nuroo laale ngeen foog ne comme Gambie bi ñëpp a ko bokka kenn mënu koo xar ñaar kaw yi fii lañ bokka Banjul fii lañ bokka Serekunda ñii Kombo gi ñii la fii lañ bokka loolooy Gambia red white blue white green kenn mënu ñoo xaajaale ñaar yéen seen affaire dafa nuroo mu ngeen nuroo leneen ma lu ëppat nag turu lu ëppat turu time has come for people to get up and make sure we make a stop to this allegation upon allegation bring us proof and those allegations yi nga wax Sadibou is the main man in those things kenn mënu koo deny ñu seetaan you cannot tell them I said Nyawuru ne football anywhere national team belongs to the government. National coaches are paid by the government. National stadiums and stadia all over the world are not owned by Football Federation, but the government of the country. Nyoko de mom. Walen man ma wax lolu. Man ko wedi halisi FIFA manalen FIFA ko lijante. Ken du ko de lijante. That is it. If you want to lijante it, put your money where your mouth is angry, low like whatever said which. But we have an antidote. We'll clear that doubt. We have a panacea for all these allegations. And they are very concrete. They are factual and reliable. No rumor mongering, no allegations, only factual reporting. Gambia Football Federation. Even imagine that game against South Sudan. Some people were trying to sabotage our support. How many genuine supporters were there? How can somebody be winning, scoring a goal, and you are taking these water bottles to stone people on the pitch? Is that supporting? Is that called supporting? Gambia more definitely. And when you do that, you are not disturbing the federation, you are disturbing the entire Gambian nation. Because at the end of the day, when the fine comes, it's the Gambian Football Federation that's going to pay. If they don't have enough money to pay that, then that means that the Gambia, whatever they're going to take, the decision is not going to be taken against the federation. Mari. Mari, how are you?
fine, thank you, Nyawuru.
si loo nekka.
maa ngi fine naka nga def.
yow dama bëgg nga introduce sa bopp yow yaay kan ak ban mbootaay ngay represent.
Okay, maa ngi tudd Marie Demba. They represent the National Scorpion Fans Club.
Okay, National Scorpion Fans Club. xam naa ne you were formed in 2002.
Yeah, 2001.
2001 coming to 2002.
Yeah.
xam naa léegi am ngeen 22 years.
Yeah, you are right.
si 22 years boobu am ngeen lu bëri.
Wow.
Player yu bëri ñuy play te yéen support nga leen. Support ngeen leen ba tey ñu egga fu ñu play all these players daanaka buñ nekkee cadet level yéen a leen support bañ egga ni waaye dafa am lu ma dégga loo xam ne Sadibou team Sadibou ak Sadibou wax nañ ko si National Scorpions Fans Club dama bugga ngeen setal seen boppa ak lan moo xew Cameroon te moom Sadibou moom moo yore woon logistics ak hotel catering ak seen boss yi lan ngeen am expérience biir Cameroon ak lan ngeen gis si waxi Sadibou boobu noonu.
Ok jërëjëf dina am solo pour ma tontu si bu baax mbaa yaa ngi maa dégg bu baax kay.
maa ngi laa dégg ñu ngi laa dégg loud and clear.
ok demoon nañ Cameroon si jàmm sant yàlla ñu dem ñu support boys yi ba yàlla def ñu am quarter finals. soo gisee ñu dem foofu noonu yàlla ak GFF under the leadership of Mr. Kaba Bajo. At Ministry of Youth and Sport under the leadership of Honourable Bakary Badji ñu ngi leen si wax jërëjëf si loolu noonu waa suñ dem Cameroun bi nag dem nañ si jaama sant yàlla ñëpp si jaama waaye buñ fa demee tamit am na ay tolof bu ndaw buñ fa xaloon a am diggante ñun ak Mr. Sadibou Komma upcoming GFF president dégg naa fa bëgg a taxaw president anyway waaye ñun National Scorpion Fans Club ñun amuñ benn problème ak moom to be honest te indi wuñ ko dara lu bon he is a Gambian he has all the right to pour mu taxaw lépp lu bëgg a taxaw si réewi Gambia bi fii but then suñ tuuti problème mooy moom dafa nekk nit ki nga xamante ne dafa wax lii tey ëllëg mu génn mu def something different from it loolu mooy problème because soo gisee buñ dem lu tax ma wax loolu mooy buñ demee Cameroon amoon na some kina problème bu ndaw mooy ne the first 2 weeks everything was going on smoothly lépp mu ngi baaxoon but then mu am suñ few members yi nga xamante ne they were having problem with the food sometimes even pour ñu am access to the restroom was a problem for us some of us so we gave that complaint to the federation and then they decided to send in Mr. Sadibou Komma pour mu ñëw si suñ hotel bi fu ñu nekkoon and when he came he put to us that he was sent by the federation or is it the National Sport Council
National Coordinating Committee.
Exactly pour mu laaj ñu if we wanted them to give us our money or we wanted them to continue cooking the food for us but then ñun luñ ko lacce woon mooy dañ bëggoon suñ xaalis comme ñuy toggal suñ bopp cause food bi foofu noonu ñu doon toggal it wasn't that very okay cause suñ members yi for 2 good weeks ñeneen mënuñu am access si pour dem si restroom bi and then he was like okay su ma delluwee si suma gaay dinaa wax ak ñoom and then ñu seet naka la ñoo def pour ñu mun leen di jox xaalis ngeen di bëgg di toggal seen bopp cause loolu ngeen bëgg and we were like okay that was what we wanted so we thank him and then he left he came with someone else I forgot about who that person was and then when they left in the next 2 days time came is it someone came again sent by the minister or was it the minister himself and then he was like mu ñu doon wax ne gaa ñu doon wax ne they never sent Sadibou Komma to us and when they went to ask Sadibou Komma about it Mr. Sadibou Komma said that he never came to us or he never put that to us and we were like wow loolu naka la mën a possible because Sadibou moo fi ñu wax ñu li ak li so ñun tamit ñu tegal ko and then that day we were everyone in the National Scorpion Fans Club was really not very happy with that situation, and because dafa ñëw mu wax ñu lii ñun tamit ñu gëm ko ñu teg suñu belief si moom, and at the end of the day mu ñëw mu def loo xamante ne it's another thing. So loolu rek moo ñu wone ne we don't think Mr. Sadibou Kamma mun naa yóbbu suñ fédération bi. It's true ñun amuñ any right in the upcoming elections too, but I think am nañ suñ constitutional right am nañ ko, because we are Gambians. am nañ right pour sànni si suñ xalaat daal. It's about football and we all love it.
Okay Mari, soo gisee ma laaj la loolu.
Yeah.
Ko rumors emanate nañ ne moom moo yore hotel si ak logistics si.
Yeah.
te boss yi tamit moo ko yoree te seen boss yi am na time boo xam ne instead of AC bosses yi am na boss yu bon yu leen isoloon ak lekka yi they were never enough. te su nekkee moom moo responsible loolu.
To be honest, that's true. Yeah.
ak wax bu ñu wax.
It was our game against Conakry or Tunisia. Even the Bafusam, we slept on the road. 7 to Suba, the next following day 7 to Suba again. It was 24 hours drive. Then so on as a best bubu agesi a stadium. When we are coming back, soon boss ida for panty and then ample talk luyaga balan yen and boss di nyawati. It was very crazy.
So mari si gatal dal. So nekkee ne yow stakeholder nga yow doo óolu waxi Sadibou Kamma
duma ko óolu wax dëgg.
ok léegi allégation bu mu leen tuumal ne yéen amu leen njëriñ seen dem ak a ñëw bi. especially boo leen a dem Sénégal nii dem bi nii am na lu leen naxari foofu torop loolu mooy lan.
Wow, that was of recent. I guess it was last week. Was it on the 2nd June? Buma duge Facebook, ma gis a post from a particular person. Kuneka si team and the team restore confidence, or is it something Galasise Junior, or it was not a direct attack from Mr. Sadibou Kamma, but then under his leadership, the head of the team restore confidence. To me, it was from him, because man simple man mom hamna si dara ndik so gisee kooku war a post loolu te kooku mu ngi si team.
You have insufficient funds to make any call.
Dina xam ko parce que dama dee gis ne moom even any update bu mu war a def sax turu kooku post woolam bi si Facebook loolu la dee use pour post ko foofu noonu, or mu post ko si team restore confidence page bi, then guys ya call ko si mu idea bi. So last week balaa ñoo dem Thiès gis naa dama dugg Facebook ma gis ne kooku mu ñu attaque. So the attack was ne lu tax ñun ñuy war a tànk Kaba di tax Kaba moo ñu nekk di dimbali Sénégal bi instead of thanking GFF as an institution, and they were like.
Hello Taka. maa ngi la doon try yaa ngi live maa ngi la doon try si vidéo bi.
Okay.
Mënuloo dugga waaye you are live yaa ñu ngi laa dégg loud and clear.
Okay.
Mari de ma mu ngi nii tamit di la dégg live and clear.
Okay.
waaw li ma la bugg a laajte mooy.
Waaw.
si gàttal yéen boo leen demee Cameroun.
Waaw.
seen dem Cameroun bi ban jàngat ngeen fa am under the logistical arrangement of Sadibou Kamma because ñu ne national coordinating committee bi moom lañ doon yëfi ticket logistic hotel ak seen food.
Waaw.
yow mi nekk président ni fans club bi Mamadou El Sagnan.
auditor ak advisor
Mamadou El Sagnan lan nga mun a wax askan wi ñu laa déglu time bi nii.
Waaw alhamdulillah sant yàlla di la gërëm si loo ma invité si programme bi ak suma collègue yoo fa nekkal muy Mari Demba ak Famara Sila if I may be right. Waaw ñun suñ dem bi Cameroun daf ñu jàngat boo xam ne soo ko seetloo alhamdulillah National Scorpion Fans Club bi bu ñoo génn fii dañ fi génn let's say because at first logistics dafa fail because time buñ ñu wax ak time buñ dem yang ma understand then foofu la fail yoon njëkk a doore.
Oh my God, my food is going down and off. 1 minute ma block please. 1 minute.
Wow, so that happened
Sorry, and I dega teru. Mari ange dega. Mari la wa yange dega. Pacha, go ahead. Mari. Sorry, I had that breakdown. Sorry, I had that breakdown. Hello, Taka.
Yeah, hello.
Can you please proceed?
Wow.
Then I'm on breakdown tuti. Why wouldn't I proceed?
Okay, all right. So ko by flight in bunko take off. Dafa mean ñun dañ nekk ci charter flight for almost 4 hours 15 minutes left. So it was something strange.
Wow.
Mane, wow, how can this be? Yeah, so why young understand we were able to sustain because I'm not might be dañ am olfactory this gastric patient. So buñ aye ñu gis ne yang understand ne at least ñun lekkuñ den si lañ ñu jox ku nekk 20 euro pour nga jënda lekk si airport bi foofu. Waaw yang maa gis ba pare from there dile bu gën a métti si biir sax mooy si airport bi because airport bi jëlee nañ fa almost 6 hours.
So can more responsible arrangement bobu?
Well, logistics they are the one because we are not on advance team. So that is some of mom book and post logistics people. So wow, how comes? My married to a flight, a charter flight. Man, you achieve. Yo, charter that flight. You know that arrangement. That flight, the job you let. Let's tell journalists, you know, how many them on the young man understand at this place in Cameroon. With a report, would you have?
Don't go to head because send nimbo la send goom la don't go wa.
Report.
Wow.
Wow, you want to final report bohamne. Bu entails young man understand Cameroon depends on our challenges, young man understand some of the achievements that we have. Why don't I buy hell for push and pull before it happen? Because we bring on them 150 more what are them. We don't have COVID test. Man bokana you don't conduct all that COVID test because I'm a CLR technician.
I know.
You don't have that COVID test. Why out of the 150, 104 new negative, 46 are positive.
Okay.
So that is it arrived in Cameroon well before because Cameroon visa allowed.
So that means that 150 were catered for?
To our surprise, there were other people who were added on the list.
That didn't even come through the screening process. hello taka mari
Nyawuru
comme li ma da muna understand si waxi taka bi ne am na